the periodic table and chemical families. Now, this is the table obtained when the elements are arranged in order of their increasing atomic numbers, and consequently, those with similar chemical properties reoccur at regular intervals. There are 8 groups or chemical families and 7 periods. Let's consider some illustrative examples. Example 1. Find the group and period to which the element X3115 belong in the periodic table. Option A, group 5 and period 3. B, group 3 and period 5. C, group 5 and period 5. D, group 3 and period 3. Now, the group and period to which the element belongs can be obtained either by writing the atomic configuration of the element in terms of shells or in terms of orbitals. Let's start with writing it in terms of shells. X 1531. In terms of shell, the configuration is 2, 8, 5. So the group to which the element belongs is the number of electrons in the outermost shell, while the period is the number of shells. And so from that, it can be clearly seen that element number X is a member of group 5 and also in period 3. 1, 2, 3, 3 shells. However, when this is considered in terms of orbitals, we have this 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and 3p3. Now, if you look at this, the group to which it belongs is the number of electrons in the outermost shell, that is 2 plus 3, which is still 5. And the period is the highest quantum number, which is 3. And so consequently, it still confirms the first answer that the element is a member of group 5 and period 3. And so the correct option is A. Let's consider a second illustrative example. Bismuth is in group 5A of the periodic table. Its chemistry will resemble that of the options are A, aluminium, B, oxygen, C, phosphorus, and D, iodine. Solution. The chemistry of an element depends on the group to which it belongs. Bismuth is in group 5. Now, phosphorus is also a member of group 5. Phosphorus is element number 15. When the configuration is written is 285. And so, phosphorus and bismuth are members of group 5. And so, conclusively, the chemistry of bismuth will resemble that of phosphorus. The correct option is C. Let's consider the third illustrative example. Group 1A metals are not found free in nature because their options A are of low melting and boiling point, B have weak metallic bond, C conduct electricity and heat, D are very weak, rather are very reactive. Solution. The correct option is D. Members of group 1A are very reactive, and because of that, they normally occur in a combined state. They can be found as sodium chloride, as sodium bromide, as sodium iodide, or even sodium triosonitrate 5. And consequently, the correct option is D. They are very reactive. Example 4. The least reactive element in the periodic table are not called the options. A, inert gases, B, inert gases, C, noble gases, D, rare gases. Now, the least reactive element in the periodic table are members of group H or group 0. They are so called because they have fully filled outer electronic shells, and so they are very, very stable. They have three names. Their names are either inert gases, or noble gases, or rare gases. So the odd man out there is A. There's nothing like inner gases. And consequently, the correct option is A. Example 5. The best oxidizing agents in the periodic table are found in options: A, group 5, B, group 6, C, group 7, D, group 8 or 0. Now, the best oxidizing agents are those elements that have a high tendency to attract electrons to themselves and become negatively charged. All nonmetals attract electrons, but the best of them all are the halogens or members of group 7. And so the correct option is C. The last but not the least illustrative example, example 6. The most powerful reducing agents are located in options: A, group 1, B, group 2, C, group 3, and D, group 4. Solution. A reducing agent is that element that has a high tendency to lose its outermost electron and become a cat ion. Metals ionize by losing electron, but the one that does it most readily are the alkali metals or members of group 1. And consequently, the correct option is A.